Google Translate is a site that I use in my after-school class where I teach conversational Hebrew to 7th graders. We are just learning how to speak Hebrew, and students already know the alphabet, which is much different than English, and it's written from right to left. My class is 45 minutes long. We have a textbook that has many chapters, and each chapter has a skit with several characters and several pages of worksheets based on the vocabulary. Each chapter has a dictionary of words that are used in the chapter. In class, I have the students read the skit, with each student taking a different part. After the student reads their line, they have to translate it for the class. The vocabulary for each chapter builds upon the vocabulary of the previous chapter. And after we've read that chapter and do a couple of pages and worksheets, I wanted to find something with technology so that the kids could have something fun that they could do with our new words. So I started a text messaging feed. We all put our cell numbers on the board and created a group text message. There's only one rule about our group text. Everything has to be written in Hebrew. Our cell phones have the Hebrew alphabet in them. If you check your keyboard settings, you'll find it. My goal for this technology is to have students feel comfortable reading and speaking Hebrew and to have them stay interested in the class. They have the ability to look up words that they may want to include in a conversation but don't know the Hebrew words. The audience for this technology is my 7th grade students who are learning to speak Hebrew. Because I'm involved in this text message thread and am modeling proper digital behavior, students must demonstrate digital etiquette. ISTE T4C. 7th grade girls are very social and enjoy their cell phones. I'm adapting my teaching to address their learning styles by using a digital tool that they enjoy. ISTE T2C. Now I'd like to demonstrate Google Translate for you. I begin by going to translate.google.com, and here it is. I choose the language that I want from any in this drop-down menu, and I'm going to translate from English, and I'm going to translate into Hebrew. So here it is. Okay, so here are my two languages. So what I'm going to do is I can either do it with a microphone, or I can just type in what I want to say. And maybe I'll say, how are you today? And it's going to come out Mashlamech Hayom, which means how are you today? So that looks right. If my students want to save that, they click on the favorite star and it saves it into a phrase book where they have all of the phrases that they've been learning. And then if I click on this, it's going to export it to Google Slides. So they're going to have a list of all of the data. And here it is. You can see here that this didn't wrap right and it's all underneath there. So what I do is I just click on this, go to Format, go down to Text Wrapping, Wrap, and it'll wrap it nicely so you can read everything. You can do that with any column that you have to. Okay, let's get back then to our Google Translate. And here we are. We can share what we've translated. We can save things. We can use a keyboard. We can use our microphone. We can switch to different languages. And that's basically how Google Translate works. And it's really been great for my kids to learn how to say words that they otherwise wouldn't know how to say. Let's try one more thing. Let's say, this is Google Translate. And here it is. There's no word for Google in Hebrew, so it's going to come out Hacher at Google Litargom. Anyway, that's Google Translate from English to Hebrew.